What's happening, my friends? Welcome back. Let's talk about an exciting fight. Real quick breakdown. Sergei Pavlovich versus Ciryl Gane. Wow, that would be an amazing heavyweight clash. Specifically because Sergei is a killer on the feet, big knockout power, great boxing for the heavyweight division. Ciryl Gane, of course, striking aficionado. I mean, just one super athletic specimen of a heavyweight who is extremely technical on the feet and can mix it up so well, so diverse standing. But let's get into this matchup real quick. Alright, so Sergei, 31 years old, 6'3", 84-inch reach, mixed martial arts record 18 wins, 1 loss, 15 wins by way of KO TKO. Knockout machine to say the least. Right now he's on a 6-fight win streak, all wins coming via stoppage, via TKO KO. Sergei's a beast, man. He is just a big, scary heavyweight with great hands. I feel like he has good hand speed, good combinations, precision, which is important, and he has big power. Sergei does have a wrestling background. He has a Greco-Roman background and a Sambo background, all extremely useful in mixed martial arts. That's what makes him problematic. Knows how to use his hips, knows how to use his body. Very dangerous heavyweight. I mean, the guy could potentially be champ one day. Alright, moving on to Ciryl Gane, 33 years old, 6'5", 81-inch reach. Mixed martial arts record, 11 wins, 2 losses. As far as stoppages, 5 wins via KO TKO and 3 wins via submission. Ciryl Gane lost his last title fight against Jon Jones, pretty much got wiped out. Jon got Ciryl down to the mat, caught him in a guillotine, that was a wrap. Before that, he had a sensational win over Tai Tuivasa. That was super impressive. Pretty much beat the brakes off of Tai. Before that, lost a decision to Francis Ngannou, unanimous decision, which I feel he was winning the stand-up. Francis won via wrestling and control, but to Francis's credit, he had a bad knee in that fight. He wasn't 100%. He did what he had to do to win. But again, I feel like Francis was losing the stand-up. Part of that may be due to the knee, not being able to close the distance, move properly. But I do feel overall, skill-wise, Ciryl Gane's the better striker. And before those 2 losses, the Jones loss and the Ngannou loss, Ciryl Gane had a perfect record. He was on a great run. That was 10 fights in a row. Great streak. Ciryl Gane's style, I mean, super athletic heavyweight. Maybe the most athletic heavyweight we've ever seen in the UFC. I think that's a fair argument. Moves like a lightweight. I mean, he's so light on his feet. Explosive, very agile. He's got hands. I mean, I wouldn't say like hands like a pure boxer, but he could definitely hurt you, set things up with his fists. He punches hard. His kicks are like his bread and butter. I mean, he uses his kicks offensively, defensively, sets things up with his kicks. He uses his feet and his kicks just as well as his hands. He's also very creative. And on top of him being technical with power, that makes Ciryl Gane a dangerous man standing. He does have submission ability. He's tapped guys out with a variety of submissions. And I think Ciryl Gane's the type of guy that if he works hard enough, he can improve those holes. We saw in the Jon Jones fight, he got to work on his defensive wrestling. That, and of course, just his overall grappling. Because that guillotine that Jon caught him in, I saw it coming a mile away. I know some of you guys saw it coming a mile away. But Ciryl Gane, he has to get a better understanding and feel for grappling and submissions coming in, things that he's being set up with. He didn't act enough. He didn't feel that guillotine coming on. He didn't feel Jon hunting for it. And personally, I feel like he should have. Kind of left his neck out there. Jon clamped on, got that squeeze. It was over. Totally fixable mistakes. It looks like Cyryl's been working hard, eager to see a new and improved Ciryl Gane. Alright, so the matchup. How could this fight possibly play out in a UFC cage? Well, I'm going to give the striking advantage to Ciryl Gane. I'm going to say raw knockout power, Sergei. But as far as like movement, technical ability, diversity, overall game standing, what you bring to the table, I'm going to give it to Ciryl Gane. I think if Ciryl Gane fights smart, if he uses good footwork, if he uses varied attacks, I feel like he can avoid the big shots from Sergei and stifle him on the feet. I feel like low kicks would be effective, front push kicks, pick Sergei apart, make him make a mistake, make him overly commit, get aggressive. that could create openings for Ciryl Gane if he takes angles, if he sticks and moves. I can see him winning a decision that way. Can Sergei take him down? Yes, I think he can. But I don't think Ciryl Gane is necessarily easy to take down. I mean, I know John Jones did it. John Jones took his back. But that's John Jones. Francis took him down. Francis is just an animal. I mean, the dude is a beast. He's so strong. I mean, he can lack in a technique. And he can just rip guys up, take them down. But I do stand by that. I don't think Ciryl Gane's easy to take down per se. So I think Sergei would struggle. Not if he gets a hold of him. If Sergei gets a great lock on him with that Greco-Roman background, that wrestling and sambo background. And plus, he's just such a strong dude. I think if he gets in a good position and clamps onto Ciryl Gane, yes, he'll take him down. But what's going to help Ciryl Gane is like, he's not a weak guy. He's a big guy himself and he has great footwork. Good luck holding on to that guy. I think Sergei's best bet would probably be to try to mix it up. If he can score a takedown, ground Ciryl Gane, try to beat him up on the mat, maybe hunt for a submission. It's not going to hurt. Because standing on the feet, just trying to catch Ciryl Gane with a big shot, I don't know. I mean, I would say 60-40 Ciryl Gane on the feet. I think he's just too quick, too agile, footwork's too good, and he offers too much on the feet. He would be problematic for Sergei. That's just my opinion. Can Ciryl Gane score a takedown? I'm not sure, maybe. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think he should necessarily lock up with Sergei. Because again, Sergei, he's a strong guy. He has that Sambo and Greco-Roman background. So he's going to be very strong in the clinch positions and just grappling exchanges. So best bet for Ciryl Gane, to me, just simple game plan of stick and move. Use that footwork, mix things up, use your kicks. Don't get boxed in against the cage. Keep circling. Avoid the big power shots. Counter when able, make them count. Wash, rinse, repeat. I could see a decision win for Ciryl Gane. Sergei, opposite game plan. Close the distance. Box him in against the cage. When you have him closed in with his back against the cage that he can't move so well, that's when you start unloading big shots. Hopefully you catch him with something. Sergei would have to be careful with his energy, because throwing big shots, chasing Ciryl Gane around, that would tire him out. Can't chase, gotta cut off. If he does get him against the cage, do some clinch work, a little bit of dirty boxing, try to secure a takedown off the cage. That definitely will help him win the fight. Sergei looks very strong, very heavy. If he gets top position on Ciryl Gane, a dominant position, I can see him doing damage, possibly getting a finish. But if I had to pick a winner for this fight, I'm going to say Ciryl Gane comes back with a vengeance. I think he has something to prove. He seemed really crushed by that John Jones loss and determined to get better. I like how his game matches up with Sergei's. Ciryl Gane is very hard to catch. I mean, the guy's footwork is phenomenal. That's going to be a problem on top of his technical ability on the feet and what he could do standing as far as like diversity and just ability. I think if the fight stays standing, I think he can win the decision. So I'm going to go with Ciryl Gane. But it should be a great fight. If I had to put a ratio, I'm going to say 60-40 Ciryl Gane. Sergei's super dangerous. He definitely could win this fight. And he could win in devastating fashion. But I'm sticking with my pick. I'm going to say Ciryl Gane. And it might look a little bit similar to what he did to Volkov. But guys, let me know in the comment section, who are you picking for this fight if it does go down? There's a little buzz surrounding this one. I know Ciryl Gane's coach wants this fight. Who would you pick and why? Appreciate you watching the video. If you enjoy the content, hit that like button. Appreciate it, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Until then, please take care. Later, guys.